Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Young and Restless Allison Lanier gets personal as she sets the record straight. Whoever is updating my wiki. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. We live in the information age when it seems like everything we could ever want to know is right at our fingertips. Teasers about the Young and the Restless? Just a few clicks and we've got them. The complete history of Summer, Chance, Nick, and Phyllis? We've got that covered. And if we want to know everything there is about Allison Lanier, that's as easy as heading over to Wikipedia, and actually maybe it's not that easy. Lanier herself took to X/Twitter to provide what we'd like to think of a public service announcement about trusting everything we see online. The actress, it seems, was keeping an eye on her own information that's out there when she noticed something wasn't quite right with her wiki. To whoever is updating my wiki, she tweeted, "I love ya. But you have my birth date wrong and older than I am. The article you're citing is not a credible source." Whoops, Oak noted. Do not trust the wiki. We already know that it's important to make sure there are sources, but it's also just as important to be sure those sources are actually trustworthy. With that said, Lanier didn't offer what her correct birthday is, and we aren't going to be the ones to ask. That's entirely up to her to share or not. But what we did love was her response when a fan noted how cute it was that the actress checked her own Wikipedia page. Of course, Lanier answered with a laugh. "I've Googled myself once or twice. Gotta see what the soap sites are saying about Summer. Oh hey, that's us, we're soap sites. But also, that is really cute, and honestly, if we were famous enough to Google it all, we'd probably be searching our names out day and night. For now at least it looks like Lanier succeeded in scrubbing her page of the false information, because last we checked, that wrong birth date is gone. And that, we say, is a win. Be careful what you read out there, folks. Not everyone is going to be as diligent in checking their information as Allison Lanier. Allison Lanier, known for her role as Summer Newman on The Young and the Restless, took to social media in an unusually candid post that caught the attention of fans and media alike. In a lengthy, heartfelt message, she set the record straight about some recent updates to her Wikipedia page, which, as she put it, don't exactly reflect the truth. It all started with a seemingly innocent detail, a change to her birth date and a rewording of her early career section. At first glance, these minor edits didn't seem like much, but to Allison, they carried significant weight. As someone who values authenticity, Lanier couldn't let the misinformation slide. "I usually don't mind too much when things get slightly off, but whoever is updating my wiki, we need to talk." She opened her message with a mix of humor and frustration. "I'm not here to drag anyone or throw shade," she continued. "But I think it's time to clear up a few things, because once something is out there, especially on the internet, it's hard to change the narrative." And with that, Allison embarked on a deep dive into her past, her career, and her approach to living in the public eye. Setting the record straight on her background, Allison began by addressing the most obvious and recent change, her birth date. "Okay, first off, let's get this out of the way. I'm not 29, I'm actually 28, and I know it's just a year, but in this industry, every little thing can feel magnified." She went on to explain that, while it might not seem like a big deal to most people, she had specific reasons for wanting to keep her details accurate. "I don't want to be that person who's constantly correcting things, but it's important to me to own my truth." She then moved on to her early career, a section that had apparently been altered without her consent. It says, "I got my start in acting as a child star," which couldn't be further from the truth. "I actually didn't get into acting until later, when I was in college. I didn't grow up in Hollywood or have family connections in the business. I had to work for it." The journey to The Young and the Restless. With that out of the way, Allison opened up about her journey to landing the role of Summer Newman, one of the most iconic characters in daytime television. "Some people assume I was handed the role, or that I was just lucky. But trust me, there was nothing easy about it. I auditioned multiple times. I was up against some incredibly talented actresses, and I honestly wasn't sure I'd get the part." Lanier's openness about her struggles was refreshing, especially in an industry that often glosses over the difficulties. I remember sitting outside the audition room, my heart racing, thinking, what if this isn't for me? What if I'm not good enough? And then when I finally got the call, it didn't even feel real. She spoke fondly of her time on The Young and the Restless so far, calling it one of the most rewarding experiences of her career. This role has challenged me in ways I never expected. Summer is such a complex character. She's fiery, passionate, vulnerable, and strong all at once. I've learned so much about myself just by stepping into her shoes. On fame and privacy. One of the most personal sections of Allison's post came when she addressed the challenges of fame, especially as someone who values her privacy. Being in the spotlight is such a strange experience. On one hand, I'm grateful for the opportunities it's given me. I love connecting with fans, and I appreciate their support so much. But on the other hand, there's this constant feeling of being watched. She admitted that, at times, the pressure of living up to fans' expectations can be overwhelming. I'm a real person. I have bad days. I mess up. I don't always look like I do on TV. And sometimes people forget that. Lanier's relationship with social media is another aspect she touched on, revealing that while she enjoys using it as a tool to engage with her audience, she also struggles with the negative side. It's so easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others, especially when your whole life is on display for the world to see. But I've learned that I have to set boundaries for my own mental health. She went on to offer advice to young actors and actresses just starting out, urging them not to take everything they see online to heart. People are always going to have opinions about you. Some will love you, some won't. But at the end of the day, the only opinion that really matters is your own. Career misconceptions. One of the most surprising revelations came when Allison addressed a particular rumor that had been circulating online for some time, that she had plans to leave The Young and the Restless to pursue a career in film. I don't know where that came from, but I have no intention of leaving anytime soon. I love playing Summer, and there's so much more I want to explore with this character. She clarified that while she is open to future opportunities, her focus is on the present. I'm passionate about expanding my horizons, but that doesn't mean I'm walking away from what I have now. Summer has a lot more story left to tell, and I'm excited to be a part of that journey. A message to the fans. Allison concluded her post by expressing her gratitude to her fans and supporters. I want to thank everyone who has stood by me throughout this journey. Your love and encouragement mean the world to me. I'm grateful for every message, every comment, every interaction. And as for whoever has been updating her Wikipedia page, she had one final note. I appreciate the effort, but next time, feel free to ask me directly. I'm an open book. With that, Allison Lanier signed off, leaving fans with a clearer picture of who she really is, both on and off the screen. Her post was a rare glimpse into the mind of a young actress navigating the challenges of fame, career, and personal identity in a world that often blurs the lines between reality and perception. And if there's one thing her message made clear, it's that Allison Lanier is determined to write her own story, on her own terms.